Hello and welcome to Ferris Sports Update. I'm your host, Rob Bentley, and thanks for tuning in. On today's show, we'll talk again with a member of our national champion Ferris State men's basketball team. We'll preview the Ferris State football Crimson and Gold spring game, and we'll talk track and field. We'll start first, though, with men's basketball and joined by junior center Zach Hankins. Zach, first of all, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Congratulations on what was an outstanding year for the Bulldogs, 38-1 overall, and national champions. Does it seem real here a couple weeks later?
Yeah, it seems real. You know, I mean, we're still really excited about it. It's still awesome to think about, but it's also kind of, you know, tough to keep being on that high.
Obviously, a historic season as you match the all-time record for most wins in Division II basketball history. What does that mean here to be part of the record books?
It's awesome. You know, it's a great accomplishment for us, and I mean, we've been setting records for a while now, so it's just kind of fun to keep it going.
I know coming into the year, obviously a great season last year as you went 28-5, coming back. What were the expectations coming in, and what did it take to achieve that national championship?
We had a lot of expectations, especially with having so many returners coming off of a great season last year. But instead of having that target on our back, you know, we could kind of think of it as we still have a lot to prove. You know, it's a whole new team, it's a whole new year, and when you come in with that mindset that we still have something to prove, it helps you not be so nervous about messing up.
How did that veteran experience help you coming back? Obviously, some guys that you had played a long time with, Drew Cushingberry, Noah King, Peter Furlick. How did that experience and the fact that you knew each other so well really help contribute to the success?
I mean, it was really, really important. You know, playing with these guys for so long, you just kind of get to know each other. You know how how each person plays, and you play really well together. And the experience is just great because we've been to the national tournament so many times, been getting stopped short, but we were just ready to go.
I know, obviously, since the end of the year, been a lot going on here in terms of you and the basketball team. First up, you had a chance to go down to San Antonio, National Player of the Year. What was that experience like, receiving that award?
That was a ton of fun. It was great being, I mean, Marvin Bagley III was there. Brunson got D1 Player of the Year, and it was just awesome for me and Bronx to get recognized on that level. And it was a ton of fun. Great atmosphere.
Obviously, certainly that award very much contributed to the team success, which you had from your teammates this past year.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, every individual award is a team award, and you know, I wouldn't be anywhere near any of that without the guys.
Just talk about the relationships you have with those guys and what they've meant to you as a basketball player.
I mean, it's hard to think about not playing with them, you know, ever again in a Ferris State jersey, just because we've been together. You know, I was part of their. We were all part of the same recruiting class, Bronx's first recruiting class, and you know, lived in the dorms together and have been together for 4 years now. So, I mean, they mean a ton to me. It's going to be tough.
Obviously, we see some of the highlights from your career here at home, 22-0 at home this season. What did that fan support mean that you had behind you all year long?
Our fans are amazing. It's so much fun having them come out and talk to them after the game, and they've meant so much to us over these past couple of years. And I mean, it's great, especially when we have a packed crowd and they're just going crazy.
Well, obviously, since the end of the year, you've made a big decision moving on to Xavier University as a graduate transfer.
Yeah.
Just talk about that decision and what all went into that.
Well, I looked at my credits and I realized that with my redshirt year and some class I had taken in high school, I'd be able to graduate in the summer. I was running out of classes, and you know, being a part of that same group, you know, losing Cush and Noah and the guys I've been with for a while, I just kind of felt, you know, I might be able to move up onto another level, move on to something else after doing something great here and love my time here, and talked to Bronx about it, and he helped me out a ton with it. It was hard at first, but he worked through it, and he wanted to be my guy, wanted to help me out with it, and it was ended up being a pretty good transition.
Obviously, that was something that kind of took place maybe before the season started. How important was that to kind of get that out of the way and really focus in on what was a championship season?
I think we handled it really well. Just having, I mean, with the Xavier coaches and Bronx, we all decided like we're going to have 2 separate seasons. You know, we got the emotions out of the way, and then it's just focus on this year and do something great and have this be my senior year here. And I mean, we did it. We accomplished everything we wanted to.
How did that experience here this past season and obviously over the course of your 4 years really help prepare you for that next level?
It's definitely, I mean, I feel like Ferris State is on that level already, you know, so I feel like I've been playing at a really high level, and I had a great opportunity coming in to play high-level basketball when I had off a broken foot senior year season and $3,000 scholarship, and I worked hard. I had great coaches and great players around me that developed me and really pushed me to be the best I can be here. So definitely very, very happy with my experience.
I know this weekend, kind of a final chapter here, as you have a chance to be celebrated and honored at Wink Arena, celebrate the champions Saturday night, 6 o'clock. What will that be like, being introduced to the fans maybe for the final time?
I think it'll definitely be emotional for me. We didn't make it public during senior day, so that was kind of hard for me too, watching the seniors go out there, and I wanted to be out there with them. I think it'll be awesome. I think the fans are going to be great. We loved it when we came back and had the little receiving us back after the national championship, and we were really surprised with the turnout. So hopefully it'll be a great turnout, and we'll get to celebrate it with our fans.
As you look back, what will be some of the lasting memories you have, maybe of Ferris State basketball and winning the national championship this year?
Lasting memories are definitely going to be the relationships I've had with my coaches and my players. Some of the great, awesome plays that I've watched them do and been a part of, and definitely having the confetti fall down on us with that trophy.
Obviously, not only were you the National Player of the Year, two-time GLIAC Player of the Year, two-time Regional Player of the Year, what types of effort and work did it take to make those awards possible?
I mean, it took a lot, a lot of hard work, a lot of just push myself as far as I can go, but tons of that credit goes to my team. We all pushed ourselves hard. We all had single mindsets to be great, and without them, without having great seasons, I'm just an average player. So being a part of that team that just knows what they're trying to do was huge for that.
What was that feeling like when that final shot against Northern State kind of bounced off the rim and you knew you were the national champions here this season?
It was scary at first. I was underneath the rim. I couldn't see if it was short or long, but it was dead on from where I was looking. So I was dying inside a little bit. And then when the buzzer went off, I watched the video and I hesitated for a second because I was kind of in disbelief. I didn't know what was going on. And then I saw Peter running. I'm like, it's over with. I just started going crazy.
I know, certainly a lasting legacy here at Ferris State, and we appreciate all you've done for Ferris State basketball, and best of luck, and enjoy Saturday night's celebration.
Thank you so much.
That's going to do it for this segment of Ferris Sports Update. We'll be back right after this.